Let's ask your boy. I always, you know what I like to do? I like to just spill the combo right into the guest action.
Moose.
Now batting, Mike Moustakas. And I saw a little bit of this yesterday, whatever they're doing at second base for everyone.
What are you guys doing? Are you guys, is that like, you guys getting
the boys, Cratsy? It's for the boys.
It's for the boys. Okay, see? All that means, Scotty, all that means is he can't tell us. That's all it means.
Cratsy, me and you both know we don't know anything about diving back into first base, bud.
Boy, you said it. With that chewed up piece of bubble gum and my slow legs, man, you ain't going nowhere.
We don't do that.
You ain't going nowhere.
It's a courtesy off when they throw it over for us.
Nope.
You at the ballpark right now?
Yeah, early bus, 1:30.
Nice. So how's it going? How you liking the squad? Obviously, there's a lot of young guys too. They're trying to kind of rebuild. So you probably walk in and they're like, "Wow, what's World Series like, man?"
Cool, man. It's a great team, great organization. The dudes are awesome, man. All the young guys are cool. They all ask a bunch of questions. It's pretty weird now, though. There's guys being born in 90, 92, and I'm sitting here like, man, that's. I started playing big leagues when you were in 6, so
90, forget it. There's guys probably born 2000 at this point. I mean, it's 2023. You got some 22, 23-year-olds, right?
Not 90. I was barely born in 90. I'm in 2000.
2000, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you just coming off the golf course here? It looks like you just got in, played about 18 holes. What you been doing, brother?
I wish. I forgot my sticks on this trip, so I was just sitting in the hotel room. We had a fire alarm go off in the morning. It was good. So everybody woke up early, and I had a good chance to walk around Philly for a little bit, so it was fun.
Wait. You forgot your sticks to maybe the most underrated city for golf ever. And you could have texted me. You just don't say anything until I before I berate you. You could have texted me, and we could have gotten you on the #1 course in the world, Pine Valley, and you could have done that, and you forgot your sticks?
There's so many parts to that, Kratz. Like, you have my number. You could have texted me. I would have made sure I brought them. It was a miscommunication with me and some of the guys in the clubhouse. It was a lot going on, But, yeah, the phone works both ways. We could have been playing. We could have done it. It would have been awesome.
I'll be honest. I'm coaching high school baseball, and I had no idea that you guys were in Philly today. So that's on me. Friendship dues are coming out of my bank account this time. I understand.
I'll let this one ride. And T. Frazier, anytime you want to get out there with us, buddy, don't be afraid.
Yeah, that's on me too, big dog. I didn't know you were in Philly either, dog. That's on me. My fault. Hey, listen, we're talking about golf. You need to talk to me about Trout. Trout National, right down the street there too, dog.
How about that? Him? Yeah, how about that? I'm trying to get a free membership right now. I don't know if it's going to work or not.
I'm doing the same thing.
I've been texting him. I'm like, hey, Mike, just let me slide on the dues, dude. I'll do whatever you need. I'll mow the greens. I'll get out there for you, buddy. But just hook me up with one of those free memberships, a friendly membership, whatever you got. I'll take it.
Did he respond?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we were in that fantasy football league together, so there's a lot of trash talking going on in that. So, he basically said no, but it's all right.
Listen, listen, that's my boy. I was trying to get the in too, and he kept going around it and around it. Man, I'll be there opening day. I said, I got crickets back, dog. Absolute crickets. So when they have that.
I think we just show up. And he can't say no.
Hey, when they have that celebrity tournament, all of us, if we're not invited, Mike, I'm gonna be driving down there causing some havoc. So
I'm coming too. I'll probably end up carrying someone's bag, but that's fine.
Hey, it's not like he's got a bunch of teammates. He's played on the same team his entire. Exactly. So we played all together. So Moose, let's talk about how much of a buddy Trout and your boy T Father over here were in. It was like little brother. He was like, "Come on, Mikey, we can take you." Tell everybody about it, because people don't believe just me.
It was funny, man. It was cool because Todd was showing him the ropes, like showing him how to do stuff, and Mike was just kind of following around. And I remember we were playing cards, me, Mikey, Frage, and Haas one night, and Mike went up and got I think he went and got a Coke or something, and came back with nothing. And Frage looks at him, he goes, "Hey man, go get the boys some Cokes."
Hey, listen, the BP that he took. Do you remember every time he got up to the plate, where everybody was like on the edge of the seat, like, what's he going to do next? This guy, I think that's when he took off, was when we were at Team USA playing in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
We ended up, I don't know how we lost that. That was ridiculous.
That one hurt.
I remember exactly like it was yesterday, dude. This guy lead off a game homer, steal second, steal third. Like his numbers were just astronomical in the minor leagues and in that series. I'm like, I knew this dude was from Jersey, but God bless him, man. This guy's going to be for real, dude.
Yeah, I was the same way. Like, I knew he was a really good ball player. And I was like, man, I can't wait to see, what it's all about. And then he played. I'm like, oh, they're really underselling this guy. Like, this guy might be one of the greatest of all time. And, I mean, sure enough, it hit. But, it was just, he was so much better than everybody else on the field every time he stepped out there. It was like, and he was only 19 or something, or 20?
Yeah, he was 19. Hey,
that was I was like, ooh, me and Kratz, got to work really hard.
I was still like 10 years older than you when I was on that team. I was always old. I think I was born old. But speaking of people that you need to let back in, now did you guys let Tommy Pham back in that fantasy football league, or was that an out?
Tommy didn't come back in the league. I don't think he wanted to be in the league. Next question.
Hey, how do you stay? Have you won that league before? You get your money back at least? How do you do?
Yeah, I came in second last year.
Nice.
Yeah, did all right. My team, we didn't really want to play in the championship game. We just didn't show up, so I got destroyed in the last game. But we had a good season, good draft, real good draft.
Go ahead, Rich.
No, I'll go. So you'll miss one of your kids' outings in a Little League game just to make sure you get that fantasy draft in, I would assume.
Dude, so it was funny. I was on the golf course, and I had mixed up the times. And I was on hole number 7, and Haas texted me that the draft was kicking off in like 10 minutes. I was like, oh, no. So I got in the car, drove safely home, and was in time home for the draft.
You got lucky there, big dog.
Moose, also, this is serious. Like last year, right? The buy-in was it 10K or 100K?
It wasn't 100K. It wasn't 100K.
Come on, Scotty.
10. It was 10, right?
Maybe a little more than 10, maybe. Definitely more than 10.
Definitely more than 10.
No, but I'm saying, like, you just forget a draft for a league that you can win 6 figures in the purse.
I didn't forget the draft. I forgot the time zone change because everyone was. It was during the season. There were people East Coast, West Coast. Our commissioner did a great job of sending out a bunch of emails and stuff, and I have probably 12,000 unread emails. So that's kind of how that happened.
Moose, one more on this. I'm not going to say TFAM, but when that all went down, have we had some rule changes to the league since then to avoid any conflict going forward with your fellow baseball players?
Yeah. We tried to. We actually hired a commissioner because Trout was the commissioner of the league, and he didn't really want to do it. And there's a lot of stuff going on, so we hired a guy to run the league for us, and he did a great job. So we tried to put everything to a vote, make sure all the rules were clean, and to avoid any altercations in the near future.
Wait, you hired somebody? now it's friendship dues on you again. You know I'm unemployed. Like
we you're running it, bro. You got me.
I love it.
You got me.
That's a pro. Hey, that's pros pro right there, dude. I got to be honest with you.
You got me.
That's phenomenal. I would love to know who this guy is. I think I don't know where you would find him. He's got to be from Jersey because ain't nobody messing with him once the money gets there.
Yeah, we got just long story short, Dave Portnoy, the dude from Barstool, the Prez, he started tweeting and texting, and I asked him if he wanted to be in the league. He said yeah, and then he hired one of his guys to take over, who's like a huge fantasy football guy. So
phenomenal.
This
story just gets getting better and better, though. I mean, there should be like whoever wins, everybody gets together, celebration somewhere at Trout National, maybe in 2025.
See, that's what I'm talking about, dude.
Yes. That's where you need to have the draft next. I'll come.
Yeah.
I'll hold somebody's bag just so I can get around in. You know, we can go halves on whatever you need, get a pie afterwards, and we'll call it a day.
That sounds like a day to me, dude. You know this.
There's going to be a 30 for 30 on this thing one day. It is just, it just keeps getting better and better. Its own commish.
Yeah. It's fun. It's fun. The league talk is really good. The boys keep it going. It's a lot of fun.
Hey, on that, just in general, who's the best texter, like dropping, memes or something like that, whether it's within that league or just anywhere else? Because I remember from the World Baseball Classic this past, everyone was saying Kyle Tucker, who, if you've been around him, he's pretty quiet. He doesn't crack many jokes, at least among players and media. Sometimes he's got that like dry humor, but apparently he just rips like GIFs and memes and all this stuff. And he's like the ultimate prankster and jokester in a text chat.
That's awesome. Yeah. Shockingly, of course, this guy's good at everything, but Trout dropped some pretty good ones in there. And actually, Eric Hosmer, he said some really funny stuff in those group chats. But no one's safe in there. You got to have some thick skin in that league.
Really, we kind of heard about it. Speaking of golf and the fact that you're not going to get on Trout National, is there anybody on the Rockies that can beat you in golf? First part.
Yes, Kyle Freeland. He's like a 1, and I haven't played with him yet, but I've heard he's pretty good. And I'll give you a funny story about that. So I played with Jeff Hoffman in Cincinnati for a couple years, and he told me that Freeland went out and shot like a 73 the day before we faced him, and he got me to roll over on a ground ball. And as I was running back to the dugout, I was like, I ran past him like, "Damn, dude, you shot 73 yesterday? That's incredible."
That's awesome.
So the second part of my question is, we had Ian Happ on, and he said he thinks McNeil could beat him. Did he say anybody else, Scotty?
Aaron Hicks.
Oh yeah, Aaron Hicks. Do you consider yourself up in that echelon? Because you might play more than any position player that I've ever played with during the season.
Right.
So do you consider yourself up there?
I did at one point, but with the 4 kids now, that makes it a little challenging. Getting out and playing golf is tough. I like being at home with the kids, but if we're out there, I'm trying to go low. So I'm not gonna say I can't beat them, but I'm gonna need some time.
Yeah, talking about the kids. So you got 4 of them: Mila, Marigold, Monroe, and Mick, all with M's. Is there any significance to that?
Yeah, we started out with Mila. She me and my wife decided that was a perfect name for her, and then for Mick, he's Michael Carter, named after me and my dad. So I wanted to kind of keep that tradition going. And then the other 2, it just kind of felt right to name them M names, but it's perfect. Like, for all of them and each of their personalities, their names are perfect. So it worked out really well.
So how many more are you going to have? Because at some point you got to say no, Mikey.
She said no. So we're done. That's it.
That's it. Sound like a conversation. Yeah, 4. Hey, 4 is good.
4's good. 4 is good. They're perfect kids too. I mean, you guys know how it is on the road. You don't spend as much time with them as you want, and you really rely on your wife to both be parents for both you and her. So my wife's been incredible. She's done an amazing job, and the kids are amazing.
Yeah, Steph's amazing, so that's why you have great kids. You're just like you're the fifth kid. She's always that's why she doesn't want five. You're the fifth kid. You go and play a game, and then you get home and you're like, I want to play a game, and then you play games with them. So
I
you
do,
are
yeah.
the fifth kid.
It's a perfect role for me. You can't really beat it.
Hey, Moose, I want to circle back to how you were woken up this morning. Is there a Philadelphia conspiracy theory where fans are trying to psych out the Rockies? Why is there a fire alarm at the crack of dawn in your hotel this morning?
I don't know. I was up, so again, circling back to the 4 kids. My time is like I wake up at about 6 o'clock every morning now, so I was up and ready. Um, but yeah, the boys, some of the boys, the younger guys were still sleeping, didn't know what was going on. So, there could be something going on, but I don't think so. Um, the alarm was going off for probably a good 15 to 30 minutes, so it was insane.
Damn.
Hey, my last question for you. I know you've seen it from a player perspective now. The Scherzer thing that's been going on. You've seen all these pitchers with the sticky stuff. What's your perspective of it as a hitter? Do you think MLB needs to crack down and make some new rules or figure something out? What's your thoughts on this whole situation?
Yeah, it's been going on since before me, you, all of us were playing. I I agree with the fact that these guys need to have some sort of grip on the ball, whether that be like sunscreen and rosin or anything like that. I don't want to see anybody getting hit, especially in the head. But if we're using stuff that is helping spin the ball a different way, making you a better pitcher, then that's something that needs to be addressed. But it is what it is. I'm just out here playing. I don't make the rules. I I have fun playing the game no matter what. So again, dude, it is what it is to me. I'm good with whatever.
No, I'm with you. I mean, my only thing is we had Max on like 2 days before all that went down. And of course, in that start, his spin rates did not change at all.
Yeah.
And Max was actually saying that's why it was crazy. People looked back at it and it went viral.
Yeah.
They were like, Scherzer just said that there's no way to tell like the stickiness and tacky level of rosin with sweat. It can get pretty sticky on the hand.
Yeah.
And Phil Cuzzy's the guy who's just been banging people and ejecting them from games. So
Yeah.
I'm wondering how they're going to be able to tell if all he was using was what they said. And then they're like, use rubbing alcohol, which made it worse. The league made him do that.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just remember when I was in Kansas City during the summers, how hot it was, and you weren't sunscreen, and I'd always run to the mountain, put rosin on my hands, and then I just have, just it'd be so sticky you could almost like not grip the ball. So it's but it doesn't make you. It just gives you a little grip on the ball and that stuff. So I don't think it helps you, as a pitcher, other than getting a little bit more feel on the baseball. So, but the other stuff, that spider tack and whatever it is, that stuff's crazy.
Yeah, definitely crazy. One of the other things we're talking about is the Atlantic League rules. You probably haven't heard of it because you're not an independent league player, but we're talking about the Atlantic League stuff.
I just saw something. What are they doing?
So they have a couple of them, but the one I wanted to ask you about, since you and I are absolute speed demons on the base paths, even with Rusty Kuntz, one of the rules, Rusty can get you 5 bags. He can get anybody
At least
5 bags.
He can get anybody 5 bags.
But the rule is a pinch runner, that's an automatic pinch runner. So Moose, you get on base, they bring the pinch runner in. He runs. Then you get to go right back in the game. And then he gets to do it again the next time you hit again. So how do you feel about that?
Well, that actually happened to me last night, so it's phenomenal.
So you're in.
Yeah, I got a pinch hit in the ninth, hit a double, and I'm standing at second base, and all of a sudden Castro's standing next to me. I was like, oh wow, what a game that is, So that was it for me. So I'm all aboard that.
I like that. Yeah, they're doing the designated runner, and then the other two that they're trying out are the hook rule, where if a starter doesn't go 5 innings, then you lose your DH because they're trying to promote pitchers going deeper into the game. So, what are your thoughts on that one?
That's tough. That's tough. You
Yeah.
know, you risk an injury by doing something like that, and you know, if a guy's not having a good day on the mound, you know, you got to get him out of there and give him a chance to recover, and give yourself a chance to win the game. So that making guys stay out there for 5 innings, that's kind of rough. But I guess I can understand the point of trying to get guys to stay in the game longer, but then you run the risk of injuring people and ruining careers at that point, which is something we're all trying to avoid.
Yeah, I agree. And then the last one is the disengagement. So right now we're down to the 2 for the pitchers with the guy on, and they're like, let's maybe try 1 to amp the speed game up a little more so that you can grab more bags.
That doesn't affect me.
Hard pass.
Yeah, no. I think two's pretty. What we got going on right now, it seems pretty good. It keeps the game moving. Kratz, you remember when Bruce Chen would pick over 8-9 times in a row?
All the time.
Yeah, anytime somebody got on base, it was at least 5 picks to first base, and you're just standing at third base, catching, counting. You're like, all right, he's got to pitch at some point, and then he just nope, we're gonna pick off again.
It was like a nervous tick. Like he couldn't come set with it. Oh, pick.
Yeah, got to pick.
Pick.
Yeah, and then he finally came set and went home, and then he picked 5 more times. But I think 2's actually pretty good. The game's speeding up. It's a lot more action now. Guys are running, guys are taking chances. It's actually a lot of fun to watch, and kind of be a part of. It's pretty cool.
So what's the one? I want to ask one more for you. What is the one rule you would change? Not any of the new rules. One rule in baseball you would change, especially since you're getting closer to the end of your career. Not the end, just the closer, because you're going to get to watch a lot more baseball now.
Yeah. I think they already changed the rule that I was hoping for, was that shift. Not having a guy out in right field anymore that throws you out at first base. That one's tough.
That's Knox.
Yeah, it's no fun. Other than that, man, I think the game's in a really good spot right now. I think as hitters, with the 15 seconds in between pitches, I mean, it does happen kind of fast. And if you do walk around for a split second, you got to hustle in the box. So I'd like to see a little bit more time for that. Maybe like 17 or 18 seconds, as crazy as that sounds, it makes a big difference. But other than that, I think the game's in a really good spot, man. It's fun. It's exciting. We got some incredible young players that are going to be superstars, not only on our team but in the league. And I think the game's in a great spot for the future.
Moose, you got to get a group chat going with you, Matt Olson. You take current guys, you take guys that have been around for a while, take some past guys that were absolutely screwed by the shift, like take Teixeira, and just bring them all together and be like, we're back, baby.
Yeah, we're gonna see some guys coming back. It's gonna be great.
I love it. Hey, awesome to have you on. Kratzy,
Awesome,
you can sign them off. Go ahead.
Moose, I need you to go out and hit a pump tonight. Are you in the lineup?
Nah, I'm watching today, buddy. I'm cheering.
Damn.
I'm cheering.
You're on the Kratz mode? Just on the bench?
Yeah. I'm bench. It's good though. I'm having fun, man. It's these boys are fun, dude. It's a good team to be around, and I stay ready. I'll get my pinch hit later on. If I go deep, I'll let you know.
You got to get them old legs going.
Oh, dude, riding the bike all day.
I love it. Moose, hit one for Kratz. Great to have you on, dude. We'll do it again soon.
Awesome, boys. Thank you, guys.
Appreciate you, Moose.
Appreciate you.